In GTA Online, there are so many businesses to choose from that it's at the point where it's just overwhelming. And when you start out in this game, you want to know what businesses you should choose from. So today in this video, I'm going to make an entire tier list of every business in the game in GTA Online to show you what businesses I think are some of the best and worst businesses in this game. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Alright, so right now I have a tier list up of every business in GTA Online. Well, actually not every business. We are missing 3 of the last 4 DLCs that added businesses. So on here we're missing the auto shop, we're missing the agency, and then we're missing the acid lab, which I'll save those for the end. And the first thing on this list is going to be the apartment. And if you don't know how a tier list works, S is going to be your best businesses and D is going to be your worst businesses. And how I'm going to rank these businesses is going to be based upon how much money we can make from these businesses. And I just want to state before I get into this too, this is my opinion. There's no right or wrong answer to this. I don't know, I'll just use an over-exaggerated example. I don't know, let's just say grass, or on here it's green. Let's just say you're green. Let's just say you think that's an S tier. That's completely fine. You know, I'm gonna spoil this for you. Green is not gonna be an S tier on mine. But if you think it's an S tier, fine. That's fine with you. But for me, no, it's not for me. But if you want to tell me your opinion, that's absolutely fine. Just tell me in the comments below. It is absolutely fine with me. Give me a good argument to why you think this business should be higher or lower. It's fine. But let's just start it out. All right, so the first business on here is going to be the apartment, which I am currently in right now. Now, I am going to put the apartment as a C tier. Why this is on the list is essentially because of this room right here, the heist planning room. These are all the original heists that came out in the game back in like 2015, and these heists did get recently buffed, but still I think they are a little bit outdated. Now, in the expanded and enhanced version, you get the apartment for free and you get first time bonuses for doing any of these heists. So I think this is a great way to start out like your GTA Online career, especially on expanded and enhanced version. But aside from that, I really don't think it's worth it. Once you start getting more and more businesses that are a lot better, the apartment just becomes forgotten about. That's why I'm putting the apartment at the C tier. All right, so the next business on this list is going to be the arcade. I think it's going to draw up a little bit of drama. I'm putting the arcade at the A tier. I think a lot of people will put it at the S tier, but I'm putting it at the A tier for one reason and one reason only. Now, for the arcade, the big way you can gain money through the arcade is going to be through the Diamond Casino heist. That's essentially what I'm basing everything off of for the arcade, but the main reason I have the arcade at the A tier instead of the S tier is that you have to do the heist finale with at least one more person, which in my opinion, I really do not like relying on other people to help me out during a heist. I think some of the other options I'm going to put above the arcade, you can do it solo and it gets you right around the same money. I think if you've done the Diamond Casino heist a number of times, I think you'll absolutely know the experience of having a low level coming in and absolutely sucking and wasting your time. Yeah, I don't want that. I absolutely don't want that. It does make you a lot of money. It's probably going to be the best way to make money that's not in the S tier, but still, you have to do it with other people. It's not 100% solo friendly, and that's going to be a trend we're going to see going forward. If it's not really solo friendly, I'm going to rank it lower on my list. So that's my main reason that I'm putting the arcade in the tier A spot. All right, next up on my tier list is going to be the Arena War Workshop. Now, I think there's not going to be a whole lot of debate over this one, but I am putting the Arena War Workshop at the D tier. Now, the thing with the Arena War Workshop is that the only way you can really make money off of it is by doing the Arena War. Now, the Arena War is fun to play, I will admit, but you just don't get a ton of money out of it. That is why this business has been pretty much forgotten about. Even when it's double money and RP, it doesn't even give you that much money. Like, honestly, I would prefer to do an original heist over playing Arena War when it comes to making money. Also, there's an Arena War career wall, and there's 1,000 levels of it. And you get free unique cars. You get the space docker from it, but like, who cares? Who really cares? But that is why I'm putting the Arena War Workshop at the D tier. All right, so the next business on the list is going to be the bunker. Now, there's a lot of different businesses that we're going to get into that are kind of like this. You have a stock bar at the bottom right hand corner of your screen, but in order to create stock, you need to get supplies, and the most efficient way to do this is by purchasing supplies, so then that'll raise your stock all the way up. Yeah, there's a lot of different businesses that are like this in GTA Online, but now in my opinion, the bunker is going to be in the B tier. Now, I do think the bunker is good to have, just kind of in the background, like making stock, but it's not gonna make you a ton of money. Like, honestly, at the point where I'm at now in GTA, like, I don't really mess around with the bunker too much. I don't really mess around with a lot of these passive businesses except for one, which I will get into later on. I think this is also a little dumb, but also with your supplies, you can do research in order to get like Mark II weapon upgrades. But as far as like making money is concerned, I mean, this is it's decent. But yeah, if I want to make a lot of money in GTA Online, I'm probably not gonna mess around with this business. You know, it's all right. So right now I'm at my MC Clubhouse right now, and I'm gonna go over the businesses that you can get from the Clubhouse. Now, at the Clubhouse, you can get counterfeit cash, document forgery, a methodology lab, a cola lockup, and a green farm. So I'm gonna go over those 5 businesses right now. I think I'll just start out with the worst ones in my opinion. The worst ones in my opinion, I am gonna go with cash. I don't like cash. I mean, I like cash, but I don't like the counterfeit cash, document forgery, and the green farm. Now, out of these 5 MC Clubhouse businesses that you could get, these are definitely the worst 3. Now, all these are passive businesses too. You buy the supplies or steal the supplies, but it's more efficient if you just buy the supplies, let it just work in the background. But yeah, the other 2 businesses from the MC Clubhouse, they pay out better than this. Now, the business from the MC Clubhouse that I'm putting in the C tier is going to be the methodology lab. I think the methodology lab deserves to be in the C tier. I mean, it's decent, but still, it doesn't make you the most money as far as these MC Clubhouse businesses are concerned. So that leaves us with the one business that's going into the B tier, which I think that is the cola lockup. Now, if there's any MC Clubhouse business to get, I think it's going to be the cola lockup. But still, it's kind of the same concept with the bunker. Now, these MC Clubhouse businesses came out a long time ago. And yeah, they are a little bit outdated. These cell missions are incredibly slow and boring too. That's another thing with this. So yeah, it doesn't make you a crazy amount of money aside from the cola lockup. And these cell missions are just kind of meh. Boring, you know, so that's why they're not higher on my list. All right, so the next business is going to be the special cargo crates. Now, honestly, I'm kind of having a tough time of where to put the special cargo crates business. Like, I don't know, I see a lot of pros and cons out of it. I guess I'll explain it to you what I'm thinking about, but I'm gonna put the crates business at the B tier. Now, I was really kind of battling between either putting it at the A tier or the B tier, but I decided B tier because doing all these missions it's going to take an incredibly long amount of time. Like, it is a time investment to absolutely max out like a large warehouse. Oh, just in case if you don't know how this business works, you have a warehouse, either a small warehouse, a medium-sized warehouse, or a large-sized warehouse. You can purchase to source crates. You have to go out and do a mission for that. Bring the crates back in, and you just got to do that over and over again. And you can only source a maximum of 3 crates at a time. Now, I was deciding either between tier A or tier B, but I ultimately went with tier B just because of how long this will take in order to stock up. It does make you a lot of money. It really does. It's comparable to how much money you get from doing the Diamond Casino heist from the arcade. Like, I don't think too many people are just gonna go out and keep sourcing crates just to sell it off immediately, to go back sourcing crates. No, there's other ways in this game to make a lot of money. It's a long process to do, and there are other ways in this game which we will get into that'll make you a lot of money and in a lot quicker manner. So that is why ultimately I'm putting the crates at the B tier. All right, so the next business on the tier list is going to be the facility. Now, I feel like this is another one that might bring a little bit of drama to where I'm going to put this, but I am putting the facility at the C tier. They're probably thinking, like, why are you putting the facility in the same tier as the apartment? And by the way, if you don't know how you make money out of the facility, you get to do the Doomsday heist from the facility. But the reason I'm putting the facility at the C tier instead of the B tier is just because how hard these heists are. Now, I guess one positive aside from the apartment is that you only need one other person at least to do these heists, but like the Doomsday scenario Act 3, which that one's going to get you the most amount of money, that heist is incredibly hard to do. So I think off a difficulty, that's why it's earning its spot at the C tier along with the original heist. I don't think the original heist are really that hard. It still makes you a decent amount of money, but that's what's holding it back. Alright, so the next business on our list is going to be the hangar. Now, I think before the Drug Wars DLC, I think this would have been easily in the D tier, but after its buff, I think the hangar deserves to be in the C tier. Now, the hangar does make you a decent amount of money. Now, I think the thing with the hangar is that I think this business is more centered around multiple players participating in it, helping you out. Now, in order to get the most amount of money, you need to source either narcotics, chemicals, or medical supplies. Now, for these, every 25 crates you get of this, you get a higher bonus, and this bonus is higher than the other bonuses. But like, let's just say you want to max it out, you want to get 50 crates of one of these products. It's going to take you an incredibly long amount of time. But if you're doing it with other people, it'll be a little bit quicker, because when you do it solo, you only get the opportunity to get one crate. But if you do it with other people, you'll get the opportunity to get more crates. I think a maximum of 3. But with the special cargo crates, you can source 3 crates on your own. But with this business, you can only source 1 crate on your own. So it's an absolute longer process. Even though it does make you a decent amount of money, it's just an incredibly long process. So I don't think this business is very solo friendly. So I think that's what's holding it back, and that's what's keeping it into the C tier versus the B tier, kind of like the special cargo crates. Alright, so the next business that's on our list is going to be the Kasaka. I don't think I need to waste any time on this. The Kasaka is absolutely going to be in the S tier, and probably the Kasaka is the #1 overall thing on this list. The Kasaka will make you the most amount of money in a short amount of time. Now, Rockstar has tried to make this a little bit harder to do, but overall, this is still a pretty easy heist, and this is the only heist you can do solo in the game. So you don't have to wait on your friend to play, or you don't have to rely on a random like you do with some of these other businesses. Oh, I don't even think I laid this out, but just in case if you don't know how to make money out of the Kasaka, you have to do the Cayo Perico heist. It's an incredibly easy heist to do, and that is why it is deserving to be in the S tier. Alright, the next business on this list is going to be the Nightclub. I feel like my opinion on the Nightclub could bring some drama, but I think the Nightclub deserves to be in the S tier along with the Kasaka. Now, how I'm rating the S tier is things that I do if I want to make the most amount of money in GTA Online. If I decide at any point, hey, I want to make some money, I'm going to go to one of these businesses first. And the Nightclub absolutely deserves to be in the S tier. It's not overall #1 like Kasaka, but it is by far the best passive business in the game. But this is also the most complicated business in the game. And this business is also not a business you should really do as a beginner in the game. But you need other businesses in order to make some of the products. But in order to make the most amount of money from the Nightclub, you need a special cargo warehouse, a bunker, a cola lockup, a methodology lab, a green farm, a document forgery lab, and a counterfeit cash lab. Yeah, so honestly, the Nightclub's probably the last business that you should buy. But once you have all those other businesses, you can just let the Nightclub sit and it will continue to produce products for you. And that's the thing I think that separates itself from like the bunker, the cola lockup, the methodology lab. You don't have to either steal or buy supplies. It just continues to make product. Like, I'm sitting here right now talking to you. I didn't have to buy supplies for this, but yet it is making product. I'm just sitting here making money, just talking. It is by far the best passive business in the game, and I think that is why the Nightclub deserves to be in the S tier. Alright, the next business that's on our tier list is going to be the vehicle cargo. And this business is not like any of the other businesses. You have to go out, steal a car, bring it back here to your vehicle warehouse, and then make a few buyer modifications before you sell it off, and then you can sell it off for a decent amount of money. But I'm putting the vehicle cargo at the B tier. If you do this efficiently, this will make you a decent amount of money. It's a pretty good way to make money as a beginner, but I think as soon as you get other businesses that make you even more money, I don't know, let's just say like the arcade, then yeah, this business does get forgotten about. It's a very unique way out of any of these businesses to make money. I don't know, you can source a vehicle, bring it back here, and then sell it off again in probably like 15 minutes. It's a quick business. It's an absolutely quick business to do. But yeah, that is why I'm putting the vehicle cargo at the B tier. Alright, so there's 3 businesses that are not on here that have come out out in past DLCs since this tier list was made, and that's going to be the auto shop, the agency, and the acid lab. And right now I am at my auto shop, but in my opinion, I think the auto shop deserves to be in the C tier. I think it's kind of sad though that this business is going to be in the C tier, even though it came out back in like 2021. So it's a pretty new business. Now the way you make the most amount of money from the auto shop is going to be the auto shop contracts, which are like mini heists, and they're honestly a lot quicker to do than the original heist. I just can't bring myself to put it anywhere higher than C. It's just kind of meh. I think this DLC was kind of cool overall, but as far as like actually making money is concerned, it wasn't a great DLC for it. But that is why I'm putting the auto shop in the C tier. All right, so I am at my agency right now, and I am going to put the agency at the S tier. Now this business is really rare as far as like how you can make money from it, because I don't even think with any of these other businesses there's even like more than 2 pretty good ways to make money off of this business. But here there's really 4 ways you can make a decent amount of money off of this business. And the ways that you can make money through the agency is going to be security contracts, short trip missions, and then the last 2, which is why this is going to be in the S tier, Dr. Dre missions, but also the payphone hits. Now the Dr. Dre missions, for doing it all, you get like $1 million, and it takes you like right around like an hour to do, maybe a little bit more than an hour, which that's really good in itself. And you get to do the Dr. Dre missions on your own. But also in your free time, for only like 5 minutes, you can do a payphone hit that'll pay you out $85,000 in 5 minutes. Now this business is very rare on that like there's multiple ways to make money from this business, and this top 2 ways to make money from the agency really separated, in my opinion, from the arcade. I think in some people's opinion the arcade probably is better than the agency. Well, I don't have to rely on level 1 Joe in order to help me out, like how I might have to do in the arcade, or I have to sit there and wait for someone that's a high level. Like, no, I don't have to for this. So that is why I'm putting the agency at the S tier. Now the last business that we're going to get into is going to be the acid lab, which came out in the latest DLC, the Drug Wars DLC. Now I'm going to put the acid lab in the A tier. I think this is the second best passive way to make money. It is the same concept as the bunker, as the cola lockup. You can go out and either buy supplies or you can steal supplies. But what separates the acid lab from the bunker or the cola lockup is going to be this right here. We have the opportunity to boost acid production, and you can boost acid production once per day, but this goes by so much quicker. Now it's honestly a great way to make money if you're a low level, but even after you graduate from being a low level, it's still a pretty decent way to make money. I would still prefer to do this over the bunker and the cola lockup. So yeah, that's why I think this is the second best passive business in the game, and that is why I think this deserves to be in the A tier. Well, that was my GTA Online business tier list. Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. Make sure you check out this video right here if you want to see me steal the most dangerous bike in GTA Online in my Loser's Luxury series.